and welcome. Today I'm going to be doing the you versus them reading for the sign of Sagittarius. Now, first, I'm going to get a card for you and your person on what you need to work on. Your cards are going to be here on the right, your persons are going to be on the left. And then I'm going to get a more general spread of what your current feelings are for your person, what your current intentions are, and what actions, if any, you will take towards them. And that will go for the both of you. And then I'm going to be drawing a card for each of you on your current dynamic, what role each of you play in this connection. And then I'll be drawing about 3 cards for some advice for you on the situation. So, let's get to it. Alright. What the Sagittarius need to work on. Alright, so we have card number 3. Wisdom in play. Our intuition knows more than we do. Okay. Now let's see what this says in the book. Playtime is where we express what we subconsciously know and learn with increased ease and depth. When we playfully engage with life, it magnifies our openness and ability to be present in the moment. A state of playfulness is when the mind relaxes its control and censorship over the expression of our spirit self's wisdom. In states of play, we can freely explore ourselves and our ideas without the fear or the burden of real-life consequences. Activities of emotional relief and reprieve can be enjoyed, and in such carefree moments, solutions to our problems often occur to us. This is because play and creativity take place in the hypothetical space of make-believe, visualization, and imaginative problem-solving. An inner subconscious knowing can be accessed and expressed through intuitive action and reaction. The maiden is blindfolded with her head facing upward. She pours her spirit self's energy from one cup directly to the other with no spillage. She appears to be relaxed and in a state of play as her intuitive pouring is achieved with exceptional precision. This demonstrates the potential of one's inner knowing and guidance to wield results that are superior to those of logic and reason. Excuse me. Now is the time to prioritize play. It is through playfulness that you open yourself to receive solutions to problems. At every age, play is the gift to yourself that keeps giving. Maiden's message. Honor the value of play and the unexpected insights that arise through it. Alright, so with that being said, okay, I really get that, you might be someone who's maybe a little bit too serious, right? You don't really take the time out to, do things that you thoroughly enjoy. Do things that relax you, that really bring you maybe even almost to a state of, I wouldn't really say meditation, but maybe like a state of oneness with the self. I feel like, you're being asked to really prioritize doing things that, speak to your inner child. Maybe even do some inner child healing. Alright, now I'm going to get your current feelings towards your person. This is quite an interesting combination of cards we have here. Alright, so on the bottom of the deck, we have the Magician. So I get here that there is the need to really kind of transmute some energy here. You really, like, I feel like there's a need to kind of maybe even like change perspective, because first up we have the Three of Cups. Now that tells me when it is in the place of your current feelings towards your person that, you know, you would really like to have more time with them, like more time to do like enjoyable things, which I find really curious with, you know, the card that came out for what you need to work on. Because here, you know, the Three of Cups usually speaks to like going out with friends, maybe even drinking, celebrating something. And then after that we have the Five of Cups. Now, you know, this is representing some sort of disappointment. And then followed by the Hanged Man. You know, as far as your feelings towards your person, I feel like, you know, that there's this disappointment because something may have happened in a party situation or maybe even with friends. And, you know, you're really, that's like changed your perspective on this individual. Like, okay. Let's see your current, oh, that was quick. Current intentions towards your person. Oh, okay. Oh, Jesus. Alright, so at the bottom of the deck, we have Judgment. So, I feel like you really sort of intend to make a decision here on what to do about this situation. Now, quite a few cards came out. Usually, you know, I only really take 3, but then like 3 came out together, and 2 came out before that. So I'm just going to take all of them because this is all painting some sort of story. Now here we have the Nine of Swords and the Four of Wands, which, as far as intentions, you know, I get that you really want to try to work past whatever it is that happened, whatever it is that's going on, to find a sort of like stability, find like stable ground in this connection, because, you know, here with the Ten of Cups, like, you'd really like to, you know, build a family, build a future with this individual. And here with the Eight of Swords and the Ace of Wands, you know, I get that you're going to make a decision based on your passion, right? I feel like, you know, you're really not going to let whatever may have happened get in the way. You're going to, like, you're going to stop letting it hold you back, and you're just going to make this passionate movement, this passionate decision on this individual. I feel like, you know, this really speaks to like a heart over head sort of decision. Alright, now, for what action, if any, you will take towards them? Alright, so at the bottom of the deck we have the Page of Wands. So that tells me, you have some fresh new ideas here. You've found like some sort of new way, in a sense, to really go about this situation. You may have found like some sort of solution here because, with the, we have the Six of Swords. And that, to me, come on. We were doing so well with the focusing. Alright, so, this to me says you're going to be moving on from whatever that situation was to, again, find that stability, to come back to like a calmer, more loving time. Because next up, we have the Nine of Pentacles. Alright, this is getting annoying. Alright, so yeah, we have the Nine of Pentacles. So I get, you're really going, you're action-wise, right? You're going to be working on finding a solution and moving on from whatever this drama, this situation is. And with the Knight of Pentacles as well as the Sun, I get that, you're going to be having like some sort of talk with them, I want to say, about like what kind of life you would like to have together, right? What does the future look like for you guys? And with the Sun, I get that you do reach a conclusion here, and it is a joyous one. Because lastly, we have the Eight of Pentacles. So, I get with this, right? Your decision together is that you're deciding to build on this. You make the decision to move forward and continue to put an effort to build a future with this individual. Alright, now moving on to your person side. Now, let's see what your person... Oh, that was quick. Okay. Alright, so we have card number 8, moving forward. The first step is taken within our stillness. When we feel stuck, tired, or uninspired, we typically seek change, movement, or stimulation by adding something new to our lives. We may also be advised to do so by well-meaning individuals. The assumption being that an external alteration is the solution to our dissatisfaction. However, to only change the appearance of our lives typically eventuates in the new place, career path, partner, activity, our hobby losing its novel appeal and ending as abruptly as it began. Like a caged rat within its spinning wheel, our restless search for something, somewhere, or someone different resumes. Oversight to the futility of superficial change potentially sends us on a wildly blind and even reckless search for things to change about our lives and who we seem to be. This is all motivated by the false belief that we are indeed improving ourselves and advancing. Rarely do we stop and ask the questions, Have I actually moved? Has anything really changed? Why, after the initial buzz of something new, do I feel the same inside? Instead of such self-inquiry, we chase after further means of escape in the multitude of distractions available to us. This buries and separates us further from accessing the satisfying state of being that we seek. Therefore, it serves us well to recall the truism, less is more. That instead of adding more to our lives to move forward, less is actually required. Releasing all that we no longer need to carry within moves us imperceptibly and yet irreversibly forward. Such a significant and sustainable change is then able to be genuinely reflected in our external lives. If our internal baggage remains in the same spot, so do we. Nature teaches us through example, and cycles of decay, regeneration, and growth model the true meaning of forward movement. Every year, fruit-bearing trees die to their fruitful self and shed their leaves. They release all of their dead weight to recreate anew in spring. What remains of the tree in winter is that which sustains it, extending itself ever upward and outward toward the sun. Through the winter, the remaining tree trunk and branches seem to be in stillness. However, it is from all that is unseen within its trunk and beneath the soil that the newness of its life emerges. Should we remain still long enough, the beginnings of our true movement forward will come from within. This card shows up to invite you to sit within the cacophony of your present. Shut your eyes to the drama and review your inner landscape. Know that everything you release from within this stillness is a step taken forward. Moving forward in the physical plane through the form of a new location, job, project, or relationship only works when it reflects the new territory one has already arrived at from within. Guardian's message: what we leave behind releases us forward. Alright, so with that, right, this makes a lot of sense because I feel like your person is, in a sense, like repeating a cycle, speaking to, whatever situation has happened that, caused you to feel like you needed to find like a new perspective on the situation that caused this sort of disappointment. And what they really need to do is take the time to really sit with themselves and go within and evaluate, like, why does this keep happening? Why do I keep doing this? Why do I feel triggered when this happens? Why do I react like this when this happens, right? They need to really, just maybe even spend some time with themselves and get to know themselves better, get to understand themselves better before they really decide on, a person to be with. Alright, now, to get your person's current energy towards you. Oh, come on. Oh. With the floor. Okay, so at the bottom here we have the Ten of Materials, aka the Ten of Pentacles, which is curious because you have over on your side the Ten of Pentacles in your intentions. Now I feel like, this person definitely wants to grow with you. They definitely see themselves having a future with you. But firstly, we have the Three of Swords. And to me, this speaks to a block, okay, an emotional block that is kind of keeping them from moving forward, right? This here makes a lot of sense, that closed door, and, they're curled up in that defensive position. I feel like, whatever it is that happened, whatever cycle it is they may be repeating, is like a defense mechanism in a sense, or like, yeah, like a defense mechanism essentially, because in their feelings we have the Ace of Emotions, aka the Ace of Cups, and the Ace of Inspiration, aka the Ace of Wands. So this person definitely, they have feelings for you. They really, like, you light their fire. Okay, you inspire them essentially. And I mean, that could honestly, like, they could have these deep feelings for you, and that could honestly be something that has really, like, triggered them in a sense and has caused them to, really kind of go backwards in a sense. Alright, now for your person's current intentions towards you. That makes sense, okay. Oh, I thought I'd get one, but I guess that's two. Thank you. Alright, so at the bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Voices, which is a representative of the Six of Pentacles. So again, something that you have in what action you will be taking towards them. They want to bring this connection to a calmer, more like less dramatic time, really. They want to like work through the issues and get to that place, essentially. Now, firstly, we have the Knight of Materials representing the Knight of Pentacles. So I feel like, that with the Ace of Swords, and then the Knight of Emotions, aka the Knight of Cups. I essentially get that this is them coming towards you, right? To express this emotion, to express that, they see a future with you and they want to grow with you, but they need some time. They need some time to work on themselves. They need some time to like get comfortable with the thought, with the idea in this situation. And then also the Sun came out as well. So, I get that they definitely see a bright future with you. They definitely, you bring them joy, you bring them happiness, which is why they really want to take the time to do this right. They may have, gotten into a bit of a situation, but, it's what matters is that they own up to it and they do the work afterwards, to really solve the actual issue. Okay. So next up is we're going to be taking a look at your person's what actions they're going to take towards you, if any. Alright, we're not doing all of that. Alright, so at the bottom of the deck we have the Six of Inspiration, aka the Six of Wands. I mean, not the Six of Wands, the Page of Wands. Which, I mean, that's what was at the bottom of your deck, and now the bottom of their deck, both in the same area. So I feel like, you guys are really genuinely like connecting and working together, on finding ways to move forward here. Now for what action, if any? Your person here. We have the Seven of Cups and the Hermit. They know that there are many things that they need to work on. There are things that they need to solve within themselves. And, this moving forward card here from the beginning really gives me the vibe of, it really gives me a hermit-like vibe. Where, I feel like your person needs to go off on their own path for a little bit to really find themselves, connect with themselves, and figure things out within themselves so that, they can have this success with you here with the Six of Wands. They could even possibly be like some sort of like entrepreneur, or, somebody that a part of their profession is being in the spotlight. And then lastly, we have the Six of Swords here. So, again, wanting to, I mean, come on. Both of you with the Six of Swords, like, you guys are definitely gonna work things out. You're definitely gonna, like, come to a sort of conclusion. Like, you guys also both have the Sun card. You both have the Ace of Wands. Like, I feel like you guys are really on the same page here. You're really understanding what, one needs from the other. Alright, so now I'm going to be getting a card for each of you on the dynamic of your connection, what role each of you play. Ooh, we got the Ritual, Magic, Power, Action. Alright, now I'll get a card for your person. Okay, Jesus. They have the Stars, Luck, Hope, and Wishes. At the bottom of the deck we have the Festival, Celebration, Fun, Material Goods. So, I really see you guys, enjoying your time together, really becoming, like, abundant, making progress in many different ways, and there's going to be a lot of things for you to celebrate in the future. Alright, now, this may take a moment because these are not numbered or anything. Probably should have thought about this beforehand. Oh, good thing they're right here. Okay, so the Ritual is a way to take matters into our own hands. This role is about recognizing and using your personal power to take action through both magical and mundane means to change the story around you. The Ritual recognizes and respects the individuality of other beings. We all have unique skills and talents. As we acknowledge our own power, so do we see the power and wisdom of each herb, crystal, object, or spirit we ask to participate. Equal give and take is important in situations with the Ritual, as energy is never created or destroyed, only transformed. Yeah, you see, I get that you're definitely the more spiritual. Obviously, if you're here watching a tarot reading, right? I feel that, you're the more spiritual, magical individual in this connection. You really bring that, aspect of, really transmuting. Like, you really understand energy and how to work with it and how to change things, how to problem solve, which, you know, in the beginning, the card that I had at the bottom of the deck with being the magician, I was saying how, there's a need to like transmute the energy, and then this comes up. Now, also speaking to like equal give and take being important in situations, because energy is never created or destroyed, it's only transformed, right? So, I feel like there's a lot here about transformation and change and really learning how to work with the energies. I feel like, that's something that your person might even eventually pick up down the line. I feel like, you could possibly be triggering some sort of, like, awakening within them, to be honest. Right now, for your person, we have the stars. The stars are a guiding force that's on your side. These twinkling lights in the sky are here to let you know that now is a good time to take a chance, to get lucky and lean into hope. Wishes are often made on stars. If you could have anything you wished in the world right now, what would it be? Dive into that wish and explore it. What would it take to believe it could come true? To make it come true? Something magical is happening. Take advantage while you can. Yeah, like I said, I feel like you're really triggering an awakening in your person. They're really starting to like realize these things, maybe lean into spirituality, and like with this going off on this journey of their own, right? I get that they're gonna be figuring out these things, like, if you could have anything you wish in the world right now, what would it be, right? And then to get into that and explore it, and then, what would it take to believe it could come true, to make it come true? Like, I feel like there's sort of like an emphasis on the energies at this time, and, how it could really benefit them. Alright, now, lastly, I'm going to get some advice for you on this situation. Oh, that was quick. Okay. Okay, so here we go. Again, we have the Ten of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. You guys have a future together. You can really build something beautiful, something bright. Now, as far as the advice, firstly, we have the Four of Pentacles. Excuse me, which is speaking to me about, while your person is off on their journey, to find themselves, to learn about themselves and figure themselves out, you're really being asked to, like, find financial stability, in a sense. And really not to be, not in the sense of, holding on to your money. Maybe there's something that you've been wanting to pursue career-wise, or even, side hustle hobby-wise, that you really didn't have the time to, didn't have the resources to, because, you had the responsibility of this other person. But now that they're off doing their own thing, that really kind of gives you the space to do this, figure this out, learn about this, and really maybe even possibly perfect it. And next we have the Six of Cups. Which, in this particular card, I get, that in a sense, you're pursuing your destiny. You're really going on a path of your own, maybe even paving a new one. As I was just talking about, finding a new interest and making it, something that'll help you make money, make you find stability in your life. And then the third Page of Wands in this reading, again, just pursue those passions, move with passion, do things that fill you with passion. Because with the Seven of Cups, you're going to have options. There are going to be things coming your way that, you're going to want to really look into, things that you're really going to want to, consider, or at least try, in order to, figure out what works for you, figure out what you would actually like to do. Because, I feel like this is kind of like the both of you are about to be going on your own path. And with you, having wisdom in play as something you need to work on, something like pursuing your passions here, like really doing something that lights you up, something that really excites you. That's something that you can really benefit from at this time. And I get you're both going to be working on these exact things while you're apart, which is amazing. Alright, so that's the message that I have for you today. I do hope this message serves you well. Be gentle with yourselves. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye now.